Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an episode of Smite Super Builds, and today we have Zeus, a requested build, and since my last build, he's been nerfed up and down the streets as far as no more stun with his 3, no more, I keep hitting the wrong button, no more immunity to his 2, and some damage nerfs here and there and whatnot. He's been nerfed to almost to the ground. His damage is still there, but he's not as good as he once was, so nobody really plays him anymore. So in case if anybody still plays him, this will be a build for you, or if you get him in Assault. So starting with actives, as always, depends on what you're doing. He doesn't have much escapes, so if you're having trouble being, just survive, just keep in mind some actives will help you out, like Aegis will make you immune to damage, and some NCC, depending which Aegis you get. Combat Blink, if you're going against Odin, I highly recommend this. Just Combat Blink your way out of there. Spread's going to help you get away, and Beads also. So just keep those actives in mind. Moving on, items, I tend to get Shoots of Focus as my own personal preference for mages, since I typically get other items that offer penetration. Moving on, I get Spear of Magus. I get this more so over Obsidian Shard, but of course, if you're fighting, multiple tanks or boosters or whatever, and they have a lot of magical protection, Obsidian Shard is going to be a better choice because it's 33%. It's more of a percentage based rather than numbers. So Spear of Magus, it's a pretty good item. It only caps out at 2 stacks, so you don't need a god that has a lot of damage over time to get all those stacks. So a simple like 2 ability combos is going to get you the max stacks, and furthermore, they're going to have a lot of reduced magical protection. So you can use that combo as far as your 1, that's 1 stack, hit your 3, detonate, that's 2 stacks on them, and you can feel free to follow up with your basic attacks, and your 1's back up, then you can do that. Also, placing your ulti, that's going to place those Spear Magus stacks on really quickly, so that allows for follow-up abilities or your allies that are mages to do more damage to them. So that's how that kind of works. Moving on, I tend to still get some attack speed on my Zeus because I like to place charges quickly. Now he no longer has the attack chain, so he can't do basic attacks that fast anymore. So Demonic Grip is still a pretty good item for Zeus. This is if you more of the basic attack type of place charges that way type of Zeus player. If not, I would just go more of a typical mage build. I'll probably just remove this for some other items that you may see fit. Maybe you want extra penetration and go with Obsidian Shard. If you want more cooldown reduction, you're fighting a lot of physical guys that are just beating your ass, I just go Breastplate of Valor. This will help you out quite a bit. This is a great item for mages that are having trouble against physicals. So that's my kind of recommendations here. But Demonic Grip is a pretty good item for Zeus and any god that are or mages that are more basic attack heavy, like Kronos, Nuwa, Freya. This item's great for them. Get a lot of attack speed, more power, and the passive acts as extra penetration. Moving on, Bearcroft's Talon. It's another kind of staple I get with all my mages. It's just a hell of a lot of power, lifesteal, and the passive helps against, especially against the squishy mages. So the more they hurt you, the more damage you're going to do. So typically I see as Zeus's, they will just stand in their ulti. Some people still try to damage them while in their ulti, like their melee. They're just going to get hurt even more if they're in your ulti. Moving on. Polynomicon, it's kind of up there. I would start getting this item more late game. It's not effective at all early to mid game. It's more of a late game item now, if anything, because 50% is more late game than early mid game like it used to be at 85%. So 50% at late game, that extra damage is basically like an extra basic attack, maybe a little bit more than an extra basic attack, which I'll show you here in a little bit. It's still not too bad for Zeus. So I don't know, I still kind of recommend it for late game and right to Hoodie for obvious reasons. Okay, let's move on. Whatever, we'll just attack this camp. So if you'd like to see our cooldown reduction, how it affects us, 6.8, 12.7, 8.5, 76 seconds, not too bad. Here's our 1. Here's our polynom. Okay, it just died on its own. That's I didn't get to see the polynom number. Apparently it did go off, but I didn't get to see the number value. Maybe we can see it here. Well, I don't know if you saw that, but I didn't see a polynom on there. We just have to go to raw. But at least you've seen the damage of the chain lightning. If you want to see the actual numerical values again, here we are. The chain lightning quite a bit. The chain lightning did get nerfed as far as the reach, so it doesn't arc as far as it once was. Okay, so maybe we're gonna get blinded, so you want to cover your eyes here. Okay, so Polynom, yeah, Polynom only hit for 230, 283. So it's about the same as the basic attack, a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. So nevertheless, it's all right. It's really good for those last hits just to finish them off, but it's really up to you if you still want to use it. So that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Yeah.